Hey everyone, welcome back to another chess video. Today we're doing puzzles. My current puzzle rating is 1554. So let's get to some puzzles. Last time I was confusing this puzzle score number with my rating, and I didn't know how puzzle ratings worked anyways, but yeah, my rating is actually 1554. So let's move forward. White to move. Okay. Um, so I see this. I also see this. Which, this looks like the safest way to start. King has to go here. And then I think we checkmate. Nice. Alright, white to move. Looking for a checkmate. Yeah, so he can't put me in check this turn. So I'm thinking going up one and then just going up one with the rook. Because if I go up here, he can't hit these squares. And so I block him off on this file. And once I go up, he's checkmated. Yeah, and then that's just checkmate. Black to move. Do you see the checkmate idea? Okay, well, obviously we have these. Anything with a rook seems kind of not quick enough. So let's see. We have this. And once we do that, then he goes here, and then we checkmate. Nice. Okay, black to move. All right, what do we got? I like this. So let's see. We go here. It's defended by the rook. So queen takes f2 pawn, the weak pawn. King has to move here. And then maybe that's when we bring the bishop in for check. His queen takes, and then our queen takes. Now that's definitely a checkmate, but is that the checkmate that they're looking for? Is there a quicker way? Because that's a lot of movement. So, but is every move check? Let's see. Well, let's see. We start here. He moves there. That's actually not a lot of movement. Let me just triple check this. We go here. He can't do anything. He's got to move. And then we put him in check again, but we need to get rid of that queen. And then we take him. I think that looks good. Ooh. Now, why wasn't that the way? That puts him in check. He takes, and then we take. And oh, we have no defender. Yeah. Okay. So the idea actually was just to move this up. Right? No. No, because then he could go out. All right, let's try that again. So we're up here. Yeah, it's just moving up. That was simple. Simpler than I thought. White to move. Okay, so black would be going down, right? So we're safe here. But we can also just go here, and that's checkmate. Ooh, it's not. What's wrong with that? Honestly, he can't. Oh, right here. He can move right here. All right, I'm being hasty. So I guess obviously it's this. Dang it. All right, all right. White to move. Think about checkmate. Immediately I'm thinking this, and then that. But I suppose we can take our time here and double check. So this right here, queen to f7 puts the king in check, and it's defended by the pawn on g6. So he has to move, and then queen can't go here to f8 because the bishop is defending it. So we move to e8. And then the bishop can move, but by then his king is already over here, and we can take it. And this whole time, his queen can't do anything. Nice. Black to move. What is the checkmating idea? First thing I'm looking at is this, because it's defended by this, but then it's attacked by that. So I should get into the habit of properly describing what moves I'm talking about. So obviously the queen on e3 is an idea because it's defended by the knight on g. The g file, is this a file? I don't know. On g4, but the bishop on the c on c1 is a problem. Let's see, what else can the knight do? Oh, and the knight is also a problem on f1. This bishop does not look powerful enough for a checkmating idea. Okay. Okay, so checkmating idea. I'm seeing it. We take this knight. It's defended by the queen, and then we forked the queen and the rook. He can't take. So then we take the rook because it can't be taken, and then we bring our queen up to this spot, and that would put him in checkmate. Oh, okay, he could go like that, and then we don't have to pass. Okay. Darn. But I don't know why I didn't think of avoiding all that and just taking with the queen. That's crazy. I thought of it the backwards way. Let's see. White to move. This right here looks like a checkmate to me. All right. Black to move. Checkmate. I'm seeing this. He takes, we take, I don't know, that goes up there. That's not good. Okay, we sacrifice the rook. And then he takes. And then Because if he didn't, then we would take it and it would be checkmate. So yeah, we sacrifice the rook. He goes here. We checkmate him with the knight. So what do you mean? Oh, okay. It doesn't really put him in immediate trouble. Oh, it's so obvious. Okay. So we actually just we check in with this and then we get our rook out. Okay. We're taking a hit on our elo. No doubt, with all this all these mistakes we're making. Okay, white to move. Checkmate idea. Yeah, so I'm seeing this and then this. But of course, when we do this, he can't move down here, so he'll be up by then, and then that's when we do this. And then he could go here, and then we have a second way up. Oh, he doesn't even have a second way up because we have this. Oh, okay, well the queen's going to take, but then we're just going to take the queen. Nice. Alright, black to move. What am I seeing? I'm seeing knight to f3, attacking the king. Of course, when we do knight to f3, he can take this, and then we're pretty screwed. Well, no, he can't because he's in check, and so he'll have to take with this pawn, and then we can take. Then he goes up, and we can take. And then he can't go anywhere else by then. I think. Let's see. Knight puts him in check, so he takes. Rook gets him down here, the only place he can go, and then that's where this rook comes out, defended by the bishop to h2, and then his king. No, that doesn't work, because then he can go here by then. Okay. Let's see. I do like the knight here because it forces him to deal with it, and then I get my rook in here. But then the only problem is this, and he escapes. I feel like this rook would be a key part. But then the queen just goes here. And the position is pretty lost. I do think taking knight, putting the knight on f3 is the winning idea to start with. Okay, now I'm getting another idea. Okay, so knight on f3. He takes. We take with the rook. Hold on. We take with the bishop. Then he can still go down. Because then I'm thinking, then rook. You know, then he's more trapped. But I'm starting to see this, you know, protecting. The rook is protecting the bishop on d6. So, what do we have? What do we really have? Knight to f3. He takes. King can escape when needed. Rook out here. Now he's good as long as he stays on the white squares and not on the h-file. Maybe this one will help if I play it a little bit. Okay. Oh. Well, hold on. Let's see. We can go up here, and then he's forced down, and then we can... And then we go here. Oh, right. The pawn is here. I didn't calculate that before. The pawn is still there. And so when I go here, he's in checkmate. Nice. Yeah, that's something that I wasn't... I was thinking he had an escape route, but that pawn was still there. Nice. The board helped me visualize that one. Take a careful look at the board. Do you see a way to win material? Okay, so first thing I'm thinking of is what can I do with my knight? And then what do I have for my bishop? What do I have for my queen? These are the three key pieces right here. And I'm about to lose material with this knight here. So, queen goes out. I think that's the starting point. He moves his king either here, or he just yeah, there's a problem there, where if he just moves his pawn down. Queen moves out. Can't take the pawn because it's defended by the bishop. This would just be losing. So the bishop or the queen do not seem like good starter moves unless he goes down and then I put him in check somehow. But I just don't have check with the with the knight. And we're not trying. I got to remember, we're not trying to take check. We're not trying to do checkmate here. We're trying to just win material. So, let's see. Queen comes out. Pawn blocks. Knight takes pawn. Pawn takes knight. I win rook. That's winning material. But if the pawn... If the queen comes out, pawn blocks, knight doesn't take. If the knight takes the pawn and the pawn doesn't take the knight, then I didn't win anything. What would he do? Let's start with a check. Okay. I really do think knight takes pawn is the right idea here. If he doesn't take, then I don't win the rook. So wow, that was right. He took. Why would he take? Why would he give up the rook? Okay. I'm not complaining. White to move. Checkmate. Okay. What do we got with white? I'm already seeing this. I like that. I like this because he can't take it. He already can't go down. So if he goes up, what do we do? We got two rooks. So, yeah, if he goes up, we've got this. So, there we go, checkmate. King's starting to feel some pressure. Okay, white to move. We have to get our king out of the way. It doesn't necessarily need to defend it doesn't need to defend the pawn because we already have two defenders, the rooks on the left side. We just need to get this, and then we're checkmating with that. But if we go here, he goes there, we're just constantly getting checked. If we go here, he cannot threaten the king anymore. Yeah, and then like next move, no matter what, he's done. Well, not necessarily, because then he could go there. But then we promote. Yeah, that's just a winning game, I would suppose. Black to move. Find the checkmate. I'm seeing this. And then he takes. Or why not just skip all that and go here? Yeah, that was easy. And they say that's supposed to be hard. White to move. Calculate correctly and you'll win material. I see a check. Is it another rook thing? Why would he take? Let's see. We go here and check. He doesn't have to block. He could go down, but he wouldn't want to, I guess. So let's see. We put him in check. He probably blocks. We take with the knight. He probably takes, and then we take rook. Nice. Okay. White to move. Find the checkmating idea. Right off the bat, I'm seeing a lot of counterplay here. A lot of pressure on the c6 square. We don't want him getting close to our king because so what? Okay, with the just the pressure, just the power of this queen. I'm thinking that's a hot piece right there. So I'm thinking our king is in a lot of danger. We probably our first move is going to need to be it's going to need to be a check maybe. So if we take this knight on e7, it's defended, but then we lose the queen with this knight. I don't like that. My intuition says to take the knight on c6 with my bishop. And then that's checkmate, yeah. Yeah, because no matter what he does, I go here next, and then here. I don't know. No, well, you know what? It was. We're supposed to win material. That's right. Okay, looks like my queen is in trouble. Do you see how? White to move. So we can put his king, his queen. So with knight on b3, that attacks his queen. But he could just go there. He can't take. He could take. He could do a lot if I move my knight. So my knight is a really powerful piece here. I do not see how his queen is in trouble. Oh, I see. I see. We give check. He addresses it one way or another. We take his queen. Nice. Alright, it's time for you to move in for the attack against my king. So we're looking at a checkmate, it looks like. Immediately, I'm seeing this. Defended by the rook. But then he just moves here. I could just take something he takes. What's the significance? Let's see. Okay, this would block. Knight's defending E1. So, okay. Okay. This pawn is going to be a factor in us winning, I think. If we go here, he has to move here. So, hang on, let's see. Okay. Let's do this. Let's mark this one red because he can't go there. So, bishop goes here. He has to go here. Oh, wait. That's check, but then he takes with the knight. And then... hold on. I lost my... Takes with a knight. So he's there. And then we move the bishop. But then he has a whole move that he can do. And then... Wait, we move the bishop. He's automatically in check. I think that would be checkmate. So hang on. We put him in check. He moves. Oh, and then we just move the bishop again. And we're attacking this square, and he's got the perpetual check or hidden discovered check or whatever. I think that's what we do. Yeah. Okay, finish this puzzle off with a checkmate. Black to move. A lot of stuff going on here. Not much going on with his pieces. He's got that knight defending a central, the E3 square, which is a big square here, but we're already attacking this, so that would almost be a checkmate, but then he's got this move. No, he doesn't. Okay, let me just double check this. We go here. How is that not just checkmate? Nice. And why do they call that hard? That wasn't hard. Let's do another one. You see the checkmate idea. White to move. Well, I see this, but then his queen takes. We take. Our bishops are terribly sad. The knight is also in trouble. Probably not of good use here. Okay, instead of sending the queen this way, what if we just put this rook up? Okay, never mind. I'm seeing this. And then this. Right here. So queen goes up to b5. King has to move to d7. Because we got this whole 7th rank back blocked off. And then we move the queen up to this beautiful square right here, d7. Yep. Oh, look at this. We're in the stone tier. Whatever that means.